Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to another Shaky vlog. I'm back home and I'm going to try something different. A vlog about something particular. Subject matter, rather. So, yesterday, let me tell you a story. I'm getting back from Detroit. I punch in my GPS coordinates on my van's GPS, and I kind of know where I should be going, but the van takes me another direction. I question it, but I go. When it takes me to a certain freeway, I start having flashbacks to last time I was in Detroit and realize that freeway is trying to take me down is in fact closed. Now, I'm trying to get to the airport on time, loud truck, in time for a flight. I'm fairly close, a little bit of extra time, but now I have to do a 30-minute backtrack to where the path I know I need to go. So I get there, I get to the ticking counter 20 minutes before my flight starts to load. I get to the TSA search place, what do we call it, the security entrance, with essentially on time when it starts boarding, and my TV, the TV I travel with, and I don't know why, but my TV is suspicious. It's last couple times they pulled it aside, they scanned it, anyways, this time when they did the little cloth thing that they put in the machine, it went off. So essentially, as my plane's starting to board, I'm now being patted down and searched. And again, my GPS sent me the wrong way. I'm furious about that. I'm barely there on time. I had to load and haul heavy equipment on my own. I had literally nothing to eat all day, and I do mean literally. I'm not just saying that figuratively, which is ironic using literal to, anyways. But yeah, all I had really was a little breakfast carton of chocolate milk and a 24-ounce iced tea. And that was basically it for my intake on that day. So, a little bit irritable, irate, and mad. So, I'm sitting there. The TSA guy, nicest guy in the world, actually. And that's kind of the point of this thing is, watch where you direct anger. So this guy, again, they all realize it's a TV, but they have to go through the process. So he's having this nice conversation with me. He starts pulling up, what electronics do you have? I hand him my blue Nintendo Switch thing and my Mac Mini. And he, without me saying anything, so other than the Switch and the Apple TV, is there anything else? How do you know that's a Switch? Oh, the guy actually recognized the casing and stuff. Now, the Apple TV part, everyone gets that wrong for some reason. No one knows what a Mac Mini is anymore. But anyways, and then he starts talking about, have you 100%ed it yet? He didn't say what game. I assumed he meant Zelda. Then dawned on me, oh yeah, the case I have is a Zelda front. So, and then he's actually talking about it. He pulls out one of my hard drives that say YouTube on it. Oh, you have a YouTube channel. What's it called? I sheepishly say a Taco Punk, and talk about that, gives me something to do in between gigs on the road, recording videos and stuff, half-heartedly. And at this point, I realize he's actually holding a real conversation with me, because he actually goes through honestly and tells me, oh, you should start streaming and stuff like this. Apparently even this guy thinks YouTube's going down. But then, and then I tell him, I honest answer that, I love the stream. I can't do it constantly, and also when I'm on the road, hotel video and stuff sometimes makes the whole process a bit suspicious or questionable. Anyways, but yeah, again, it's one of these things where I might focus my anger at him, but he's not the fault of my problems. Another example, when I was in college, I had credit card problems. I still do now, but I'm making payments. Back then I couldn't afford, and I had lots of bills, and I had people calling to ask, how much could you pay? Could you pay at least this much this month? Anyways, one of these credit collectors was calling me. A lady, not elderly, but motherly, in that she sounded like she might have said, be at the point in her life where all her children were grown out of the house, and the oldest had just married and started having kids. So about that level of motherly sounding voice. Anyways, she keeps telling me I need to do this, maybe make some payments here, and I'm yelling at her, I can't afford it, not realizing what she's doing is she dropped the script, and she's actually, as a human being concerned, telling me advice about how to fix my credit. Like, just look, hon, you need to start making double payments, or focus on one card, get that done, then move on to yada yada. I realize this, and then I apologize. As telling her, oh yes, I could do that, but I'm in college, and then we actually have a conversation as two human beings. Because again, when we get angry at something, it's usually the corporation, and when we call up to yell, that's some poor smo, sometimes in India, but minimum wage guy. He isn't controlling the business. You can tell him to go fuck off all you want, but he's just gonna go home to his wife. The people who are messing you up still don't care. So remember, when you direct your anger, slipped up there, to point it at the people appropriately. Because again, we tend to yell, and because when I realized that when I used to call up, technical help or something, I would sometimes apologize at the end, like, I'm angry at your bosses, sorry I had to yell at you, that you had to be the person they threw out in front of them to be essentially a bullet shield for this kind of crap. So I would apologize to them at the end of the call about that. But yeah, again, this just kind of reminded me that, yeah, I'm going to be late for this flight, which I barely made it, but I made it nonetheless. And it wasn't this guy's fault. They have to go through this procedure as part of their bureaucracy. And even though they know it's a monitor, something in it was suspicious. Again, I don't know what. It's a TV, but something about his chip plate looks suspicious, maybe. And it happened to set off the that little powder indicated it, so that meant I had to be patted down, all that stuff. But again, these guys just doing their job. They're not being vicious about it. Now, that's of course not universal. Much like sociology, nothing is acceptable across all humans for the most part. So sometimes they are just assholes, but for the most part, they're all just normal people that you don't need to be throwing your anger at, I guess, because it's not their fault. They're just doing their job, as it says. So I don't know. Again, there's a lot of different thoughts on it, but that just reminded me, the whole conversation with the TSA guy, much less the fact that I couldn't proudly say I'm a taco punk. But no, because I don't know, I'm shy, too shy. I hush hush, I do I. A lovely one. And then again, it's about 90 here already, and it's only 11 o'clock in the morning. Well, in the morning, but yeah, so just one random thought I had. Thought I'd try a vlog just purely talking about that, since I already did an update not too long ago. But I'm back home. I'll start doing more channel stuff. Yeah. Oh well, this was kind of just a random video. I'll throw it up. But yeah, just again, nothing else. Talked about my fun adventure yesterday with... Again, it's one of those things where I didn't eat till I got home here at 10 o'clock, which was 1 o'clock from Detroit, which is where I was. So essentially, I got up at, it wasn't too bad, 6 o'clock in the morning, and didn't eat till 1 o'clock in the morning. So, but yeah, I mean, it's one of the things about working, because not only did I not eat, I worked the whole, 12 hours or so? Directing, striking, putting equipment away, loading the van up, that kind of stuff. So, directing a show on an empty stomach, which actually was pretty easy. It was a regular broadcast. So, oh well, I'll probably do a normal vlog later on once I get my act together, figure out what I'm going to record, when I'm going to record it, and what I'm going to do with my life. Anyways, just a random thought I had about my fun adventure with TSA yesterday. I don't know if I got the point across. Much like everything else in my life, I tend to sidetrack and wander. So, all that aside, thanks again for watching. See you next time.